Welcome to Comfort TV, the channel news, bringing you verified and balanced news from Nigeria and around the world. I am Faith Kevin. Thank you for joining us this Sunday morning. In the headlines, Abia reintroduces sanitary inspection services, unveils tree planting campaign. Amotekun arrests 51 suspects, escaped convicts in Ondo. Wike's aide, Lere, tackles Showore for calling President Tinubu a criminal. Abia to launch Measles, Rubella vaccinations. PDP reschedules proposed repeat congresses in Anambra and Ebonyi states. On business, UK government records highest August borrowing in 5 years. Ajaokuta Steel Company is in good shape, says the federal government. On the foreign scene, US TV host back Kimmel as Trump threatens TV networks. And on sports, Lyles emulates Bolt with fourth world 200-meter title. In the news, the Abia state government has reintroduced sanitary inspection services across the 17 local government areas as part of its Keep Abia Clean initiative aimed at positioning the state as the cleanest in the country. Announcing the development during a media interaction at Government House Umuahia, the Commissioner for Information, Prince Okekanu, said the service was relaunched in August 2025 and has already recorded significant progress. According to him, environmental health officers inspected about 4,500 premises across 85 communities in August alone. He cautioned inspectors against using the exercise as an avenue for extortion, stressing that only established environmental default fines should be enforced. To further discourage sharp practices, Kanu disclosed that the state government has approved imprest for all 17 local government environmental health officers, ensuring they have the necessary support to carry out their duties. The commissioner also announced that the Abia State Executive Council had approved the statewide tree planting campaign in line with the government's green initiative. He explained that tree planting would help improve climatic conditions, reduce erosions and flooding, and enhance Abia's profile as a modern and sustainable state. On flood management, Kanu said the state was working around the clock to clear blocked drains in Abia and Umuahia in response to NIMET's early warning on flooding. He urged residents to keep water channels free of refuse. He further disclosed that Abia will join the rest of the world on September 25 to mark this year's World Cleanup Day. He said the Abia State Environmental Protection Agency, ASAPA, was already partnering with stakeholders to ensure a successful exercise. Also speaking, the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Philemon Ogbonna, said the sanitary inspection service had been moribund but was revived by the present administration. He urged communities, traditional rulers, and villagers to support the campaign. The Ondo State Security Network Agency, also known as Amotekun Group, has arrested no fewer than 51 suspected criminals, including an escaped convict from Okutipupa Correctional Center. The command said that the suspects were arrested across the 18 local government areas of the state. State Commander of the Corps, Mr. Adetunji Adeleye, said this on Thursday in Akure while speaking with newsmen. Adeleye said the convict who escaped from the correctional facility committed another crime where Amotekun operatives apprehended him. According to him, 37 of the suspects were arrested for breaking law and order, 6 arrested for kidnap, and 1 for rape. He assured residents that the Amotekun Corps will continue to strive to greater heights in ensuring the safety of lives and properties in Ondo State. The Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Lere Olayinka, has mocked the former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, calling him a hypocrite. Oyinka alleged that his individuals, like Showore, were unable to tolerate the same criticism they directed as others. He criticized the activists for referring to the president, Bola, as a criminal. Reacting to the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC's website, identifying Showore as a national chairman of the AAC, Olayinka took to social media to express his views. He said that although some people constantly proclaim support for democracy, Showore remained both the party chairman and presidential candidate, implying a dictatorial style of leadership within the AAC. He further questioned what Showere's reaction would have been if President Bola Tinubu were also the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, suggesting that Showere would have launched severe criticisms. Executive Secretary, Abia State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Kalu Ulukalu, has announced that the state would launch measles and rubella vaccinations next year. Ulukalu stated this at a technical working group stakeholders meeting in Umuahia, the state, and challenged the health workers to intensify efforts in educating the public on the need for the SQs. He said the government is committed to the healthcare needs of the people and harped on the need for stakeholders to join hands with it in tackling preventable diseases by encouraging immunizations. In their presentation, the State Immunization Officer Chinwe Eke, John Snow Incorporated consultants Chidinma Amuzi and UNICEF rep Hygienist Igbelu assured of their commitment to the well-being of the people. They explained that they were able to reach out to over 31,000 women during the 2025 August meeting conference in different local government areas on the need to immunize their children. The National Working Committee (NWC) of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has rescheduled the proposed 2025 repeat World Local Government and State Congress in Anambra and Ebonyi states. The party disclosed this in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba. He said the new dates for the Congress include scheduled for Saturday, September 20 and September 24 and Monday, September 29 respectively, would be communicated in this course. Mr. Ologunagba said the decision of the NWC was necessitated by the need for more consultants among the leaders, stakeholders, and members. He urged all PDP members in the state to remain united and work together for the overall interest and progress of the party. Comfort TV, the channel's news, returns shortly with business, foreign, and sports news. Many thanks for staying tuned. This is Comfort TV, the channel news. On business, the federal government declared that Ajaokuta Steel Company is in good shape as against media reports recently. This was contained in a statement signed by the Head Relations Department, Ministry of Steel Development, Salamatu Jibania. The Federal Ministry of Steel Development stated that its attention had been drawn to recent media reports concerning the future of the Ajaokuta Steel Company Limited, ASCL. While acknowledging the concerns that had been expressed, the ministry emphasized that the federal government remained firmly committed to developing Nigeria's steel sector, including efforts to revive ASCL. It further noted that a comprehensive technical and financial audit of the plant was currently in progress, aimed at ensuring that any decision made will be transparent, data-driven, and in Nigeria's best interest. Meanwhile, the ministry expressed confidence that the updated audit will provide a sound bias for decisive action that would advance Nigeria's industrial aspirations. Still on business news, the UK government's borrowing in August reached the highest level for the month in 5 years. According to the latest figures, increasing pressures on Chancellor Rachel Reeves ahead of the upcoming budget. The Office for National Statistics (ONS) reported that borrowing, the difference between public spending and tax income, stood at £18 billion, exceeding analysts' expectations. The ONS explained that although tax and national insurance receipts had risen, they were outweighed by increased spending on public services, benefits, and debt interests. Analysts commented on the implications for the Chancellor. One said that Rachel Reeves faced tough choices in the budget if she was to meet her fiscal rules amid growing speculations that taxes would need to rise. Chief UK economist Paul Dade said the figures highlighted the worsening state of public finances despite the economy not performing especially poorly. He added that this would likely force the Chancellor to find additional revenue in November's budget, primarily through higher taxes, mostly through taxation if she wanted to maintain a £10 billion buffer against her fiscal rules. On the financial market, it was reported that the pound had fallen by 0.5% against the dollar to $1.349. On the foreign scene, America's late-night TV hosts have rallied behind fellow comedian Jimmy Kimmel after he was suspended by ABC in a row over comments he made about the killing of Charles Crick. Stephen Colbert began his show by saying, "We are all Jimmy Kimmel," and said the star's removal was a blatant assault on freedom of speech. said Measles described it as a privilege and an honor to call Jimmy Kimmel his friend. Meanwhile, Jon Stewart and Jimmy Fallon addressed ongoing concerns about fire speech through their thorough satirical sketches. In their segments, both comedians portrayed exaggerated scenarios in which they were seemingly coerced into praising former President Donald Trump. On sports news, United States athlete Noah Lyles matched Usain Bolt's record of 4 consecutive World 200-meter titles as he scorched the victory at the World Championship in Tokyo. On Lyles, who won bronze in the 100-meter, clocked 19 minutes 52 seconds for victory in what he called his bread and butter event. Bolt won his 4 titles from 2009 to 2015, going on to collect 11 World Cups and 8 Olympic titles. Lyles' teammate Kenny Bednarek took silver in 19 minutes 58 seconds, with Jamaican Brian Level claiming bronze in 19 minutes 64 seconds. Olympic champion Leslie Tebogo of Botswana had to be happy with 4th, just 100th of a second off a podium place, while Anguilla-born Brereton Zarnell Hodges was the only other sub-20 sprinter, 5th in 19 minutes 78 seconds. Lyles, who ran the fastest ever semi-final performance in the history of any championship when he clocked 19 minutes 51 seconds, was drawn in lane 6 outside Olympic champion. The American's top-end speed coming into the final third of either the 100 or 200 meter is unmatched on the circuit. Lyles roared as he came through, raising 4 fingers to acknowledge his 4 200-meter titles and quickly seeking out his onlooking mother, Keisha Kane Bishop, in the stands. And that's our news bulletin for today. But before we go, here is a recap of 4 top stories. Abia State reintroduces sanitary inspection services, unveils tree planting campaign. Amotekun arrests 51 suspects, escape convict in Ondo. Wike's aide, Lere, tackles Showore for calling President Tinubu criminal. Abia to launch Measles Rubella vaccinations. PDP reshadows proposed repeat Congress in Anambra, Ebonyi. On business news, UK government records highest August borrowing in 5 years on the foreign scene. US TV host back Kimmel as Trump threatens TV networks. And on sports, Lyles emulate Bolt with 4 World 200-meter title. Thanks for watching. For breaking news, exclusive interviews and more, follow us online at COMFORTTV.CHANNEL on all platforms. Remember to like and share our video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. I'm Faith Kevin. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed.